Jerry Holeman, Holeman.
And explain what your current assignment is and where you work.
My current assignment is the Area Investigative Commander. I oversee Lowell, Lafayette, and Peru posts, the investigative side of all three of those posts, and my current rank is lieutenant.
And you've testified previously regarding, in depositions and in hearings, regarding your role in these murders, is that correct?
Yes. At the time of the investigation, I was the first sergeant, which is the DIC of Lafayette Post, which oversees all criminal investigations.
And you were part of the Central Command or in command of this?
Yes, I was.
Investigation, is that correct?
Yes.
Regarding a phone extraction or any examination of any kind of a Brad Holder phone, do you have any knowledge of that?
No, sir.
Have you observed any records or any evidence that such an extraction ever occurred?
No, sir.
Regarding the interview by Detectives Lemler and Purdy at Logansport PD of Brad Holder sometime later in the last summer or fall, 2017, do you have any information about the records or reports or recordings of that interview or conversation?
No, I do not. I didn't recall. I never knew that they went over and interviewed him. During that time frame, I was at a training. I think I took vacation in September, starting training October, finished the training in December, and I think I came back middle of January, so I wasn't involved in that investigation during those 14 weeks. I was at the FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia.
What I understand, if Detective Purdy's memory is correct, he said he believed August of 2017, but regardless, you were not aware of no recording of that conversation with Brad Holder.
Yeah. I have no knowledge of the interview happening or any recordings whatsoever.
Lieutenant Holeman, based upon your department's examination of LG's cell phone, including the video taken on February 13 of 2017, Through
all the information that we discussed and evidence that was presented to us, we believe that the murders occurred between 2:30 and 3:30 p.m. on February 13 on Ron Logan's property, across the creek from where the Monon High Bridge is.
And the time of the video is what time?
I believe it was 2:17, somewhere in there.
And you believe that the abduction occurred at that time?
Yes. I believe, from the video, that Mr. Allen told the girls to go down the hill.
And you believe that the murders occurred sometime within that hour or so?
I believe so, yes.
And is that based upon your review of the evidence, specifically the evidence that I summarized, the cell phone data, the crime scene evidence?
Yes.
Mr. Baldwin introduced at exhibit a little bit ago from Agent Pohl's report of the interview of February 17, 2017, of Brad Holder. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
To your knowledge, where did Brad Holder assert that he was on the afternoon of February 13?
He claimed to be at work at the Liberty landfill in Buffalo, Indiana.
Are you familiar with Buffalo, Indiana, and the landfill?
Yes.
Do you know approximately how far it is from the Monon Bridge area of Delphi?
Approximately maybe a 30-minute drive, 30 to 35-minute drive.
Did he indicate where else he was after work when he was speaking to the officers on February 17, 2017?
Yes, he did. He told them that he went to a workout facility in Logansport, Indiana.
I'm gonna hand you what I've marked as States 4. Could you identify what that is?
Sorry. This is an email from, looks like Michael. It's basically the check-in times at workout anytime in Logansport, Indiana. I believe that's I'm sorry, this is his work records, sorry about that.
From where?
From Liberty Landfill.
The facility in Buffalo, Indiana?
Yes.
And Exhibit 5, since you mentioned.
Yeah.
The work, fitness place.
Yes, this is a login. They had a key fob login system, and this is the time he checked in at workout anytime in Logansport, Indiana.
So those are documents, Exhibit 4 from Liberty Landfill in Buffalo, Indiana, and the other is Anytime Fitness from Logansport, Indiana?
Yeah, Workout Anytime, Logansport, Indiana.
I would move the admission of Exhibits 4 and 5. States Exhibits 4 and 5 offered.
No objection.
All right. Without objection, 4 and 5 are admitted. States Exhibits 4 and 5 admitted.
And, if you would, indicate to the court what does Exhibit 4 say about Brad Holder's work hours on February 13, 2017.
On February 13, 2017, he clocked in at 4:55 a.m., CLO'd out at 12:12 p.m. for lunch, clocked back in at 12:42 p.m., and then clocked back out at 2:45 p.m.
In terms of Exhibit 5, when does it say that he entered Workout Anytime facility?
On February 13, he arrived at that facility at 4:08 p.m.
In the Brad Holder deposition that the defense took, are you familiar with the fact that he indicated that he believed his phone had been handed over to the police?
Yes.
And did he also equivocate and say that he was not sure?
Yes.
It's been alleged in our pleading that the conversation took place on page 13 and 14 of the deposition. I haven't taken the time to give that to you today, but does that sound correct to you?
Yes. We've discussed what he said.
Did he also indicate in that deposition that he oriented that experience of?
Yes, he did.
Did he say that was at the Delphi Police Department?
Yes, I believe so.
And, in fact, as the document offered by the defense and you've testified, Agent Pohl and Officer Goatee interview Brad Holder on February 17, 2017, is that correct?
That is correct.
Are you familiar with the fact that the Indiana State Police did collect Logan Holder's phone?
Yes, I am.
I'm going to show you what has been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit 6. Can you identify that, sir?
It is a consent to search cellular telephones, looks like it was located in Logansport High School, conducted by Sir Deant, at the time Sergeant Brian Bunner with the Indiana State Police in it. They took Logan Holder's phone, and it's signed by his mother, Shannon.
At Logansport High School?
Yes.
On what date?
February 14 of 2017, at 12:45 p.m.
I'd move the admission of Exhibit 6. State's Exhibit 6 offered.
No objection.
All right, 6 is admitted without objection. States Exhibit 6 admitted.
Is it your understanding, based upon this documentation and the work of Sergeant Bunner, that the Indiana State Police collected the Logan Holder phone at Logansport High School on February 14, not at Delphi Police Department on February 17?
That is correct.
In fact, did Sergeant Bunner document and indicated why he was at Logansport High School on February 14, approximately noon?
To collect Logan Holder's phone.
And was it while he was present at the high school that he learned that the girls' bodies had been discovered?
Yes, he did.
Sergeant Bunner would have arrived at Logansport High School with the intent to obtain this phone, if possible, in order to assist in the searching for the girls, is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Nothing further.
Mr. Baldwin.
Law enforcement believes that once Richard Allen left the scene, he never came back on the 14th. Is that right?
That is correct, yes.
Who turned on the phone at 4:33 a.m.?
I believe the phone was still on. I think there's some conflicting reports on whether, when actually the battery died, and I think there's some confusion on the pings will still go, so I think the phone was still on, there's some confusion on that, when it actually went.
Who have you talked to about the phone turning on at 4:33 a.m.?
I just heard about that recently, was discovered in the new software that they used. Before that, we were told the phone went off I believe at 5 p.m. that day, but now I think there's some new technology shows that it was on.
I knew about it last fall. Do you think that the new software came out before, after last fall are you talking about?
I don't recall. I don't recall.
So you did not know about the 4:33 a.m.
On the 14th.
On the 14th, thank you, that the phone turned on at 4:33 a.m.? You did not know about that last fall, is that correct?
No, I did not.
You've been in the courtroom during these hearings, is that correct?
Yes.
You heard about Exhibit F, which was admitted into evidence, which is a listing of, by our count, 101 people whose phones were extracted.
Yes.
So tell me about, if you know, about Noah Dillon. Did Noah Dillon date AW? Because his phone was extracted.
Not to my knowledge.
Did he have a mimicked crime scene, Noah Dillon, on his Facebook page?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Did he have a hand rune that mimicked what? The sticks that were on AW's body? Did he have that?
Objection to relevant, Your Honor.
What's the relevance?
It is, I'm trying to make the point here that Brad Holder had all those things and T. Hay claimed that they did not extract his information from his phone. But we have 101 people whose phones were extracted that did not have nearly or any connection whatsoever. That's the relevance.
Okay. Well, you've made the point.
You heard me read into the record. May I have the first one, the FBI emails, please? I thought that was You heard me read into the record emails between J. Abbott of the FBI and Doug Carter. Did you not?
I did.
February 17th, here's. Suspect 6 is being worked on right now. He has ties to Bradley Holder, who we have been working. He may have ties to Vinlanders. DT Squad. What's that stand for? Do you know?
Drug Task.
Drug Task Force Squad is apprised and tasked sources to collect any intelligence which may assist. That is a February 17th. What day was Brad Holder interviewed?
The 17th, I believe.
Okay. Brad Holder was a suspect at that time, correct?
Like Kevin Murphy said, I think some people might have considered him, others did not. I think just because we get tips or information on somebody, in this case, the father of a subject that's dating the victim, doesn't necessarily make him a suspect, but it's definitely somebody that we want to gather intelligence about.
An intelligence. Part of gathering intelligence would be, hey, Brad Holder, thanks for coming in today. Can I have your phone? Right.
Early on, maybe not, but that was done by the FBI, so I'm not sure what they're.
Well, Logan Holder's name is not in this document as somebody that they're working hard.
Who is suspect 6?
Objection. There's no question in front of the witness.
Yeah. Sustained.
Can I read that? Cause.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't say who suspect 6 is, so I don't know who you're referring to.
Well, Logan Holder's. They mentioned Bradley Holder. If they were gonna mention, are you suggesting the suspect 6 is Logan Holder?
No.
Okay. Logan Holder had his phone taken on the 14th of February. We just heard that, correct?
Yes. That was part of the missing persons investigation at the time.
Right. Bradley Holder, 3 days later, you're saying that they did not take his phone?
I'm saying that there's no documentation or evidence indicating that the FBI or anybody else took anything from his phone.
Even though he says that he thinks that they did?
I think he was confused, on that.
Okay. He could be confused about the day it happened and where it happened, when I think what he said is, Logan and I turned it over at the same time. But he might not be confused about whether the phone was taken.
Objection. If that's a question, it calls for speculation.
I'll withdraw it. Would you agree with me that Lemler and Purdy should have recorded the interview in Cass County at Logansport?
No, I would not.
How can you give me this? What about a report? Should they have written a report?
As Detective Purdy said, when you're just gaining information about a subject matter, the state police does not require you to document that information, so I would say most detectives would not have documented that when they're just trying to gain subject matter.
They should have taken Brad Holder's phone though on the 17th. Would you agree?
No, I would not agree with you.
You would have taken his phone, were you?
No. I don't know if I would have or not, but at that time he was the father of the boy that was dating AW, a victim, so we're just getting information from them, and we didn't get the other information until later.
No other questions.
Mr. Luttrell.
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. You may step down.
Thank you.